It's rigged. Argentina's getting special treatment. FIFA wants Messi to win it again. That's the conversation dominating football right now. And whether you think it's nonsense or not, there's actually a lot on the table worth looking at. Argentina trailed Egypt 2-0 with about 10 minutes left, already had a goal disallowed against them, and looked headed for one of the biggest upsets in World Cup history. Then they scored 3 times in the final minutes to win 3-2. On its own, that's one of the great comebacks in recent World Cup memory. But almost nobody's talking about the comeback. They're talking about the referee. Comment below. Before I go further, do you think Argentina's had it easier than everyone else this tournament? Or is this just noise? Let's see where people land. Here's what's fueling it. Argentina have committed roughly 58 fouls this tournament and received only 3 yellow cards, one of the lowest card-to-foul ratios of any team left in the competition. In the Egypt match itself, Argentina walked away with 0 yellow cards despite several heavy challenges, including one where an Argentine player collided into the Egyptian goalkeeper with no card shown. Compare that to Egypt, who had a goal chalked off after a foul in the build-up, then had 2 separate penalty appeals waved away without so much as a VAR review. And here's the thing that gets lost in all the officiating talk. What Messi actually did in those final minutes was remarkable on its own terms. Watching it back, once Argentina got that first goal, something shifted in him completely. He turned into a different player, chasing every ball, refusing to let the game slip away, and nobody on the pitch could get near him. And think about what that says. This is a guy who's already won the World Cup, already has the Ballon d'Ors, the Player of the Year awards, a resume that reads perfectly, without adding another chapter. He doesn't need this. And he still wanted it that badly at this stage of his career. That hunger, on its own, is part of why Argentina keep finding a way whatever else is going on around them. Be honest in the comments, is that Infantino reaction actually damning? Or are people reading way too much into a facial expression? I want to see the arguments. But here's the pushback, and it's a fair one. For France's match against Morocco, every single match official was Argentine, which sounds suspicious, until you remember the officials for Argentina's own match against Egypt were French. If referees were being stacked to help Argentina specifically, that assignment makes no sense. And on the disallowed goal itself, pundits who've broken it down are split. Some say the foul happening that far before the goal shouldn't have wiped it out. Others say if there was a genuine foul, the outcome is technically correct, no matter how far back it happened. There's a simpler point too. Egypt were up 2 goals with 10 minutes left and didn't close it out. That's on the pitch, not the officials. Even the people raising these questions are quick to say they're not accusing anyone of running a conspiracy, just pointing out that when small inconsistencies keep landing in the same team's favor, people start asking questions. That's a very different claim than the World Cup is fixed, even if it gets flattened into that online. So where does this actually leave things? Argentina have caught some real breaks, most observers agree on that much. But they've also got a player who, at this stage of his career, with nothing left to prove, still turned into an unstoppable force the moment the game was on the line. Whether the rest is bias, luck, or just how a bracket falls apart is where reasonable people disagree. Last one comment, your honest take. Has Argentina earned every bit of this run, or are they getting help nobody else is? I want to see this argued out below. One of the great comebacks of this World Cup, driven by a 38-year-old who still wants it more than anyone else on the pitch. Subscribe, because this debate isn't going anywhere before the quarterfinals.